Come have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 27th of January 2024. This day is celebrated as National Geographic Day, which invites us to marvel at the vastness of our planet. So we set off on a hike through the picturesque trails, capturing breathtaking photos along the way as we reveal in the wonders of the world we stumble upon the national fun at a work day. From the Indian history, 27th January is celebrated, observed, and remembered for various reasons. Actually, 27th January is the birth anniversary of Hamid Ali Khan, Pandit Sitaram Chaturvedi, and Radha Binod Pal. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that India-France defense ties take a bigger leap. France raises issue of journalists on a notice. MEA says compliance with the rules is a key. Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the French President Emmanuel Macron during the 75th Republic Day celebrations in the New Delhi on January 26, 2024. India and France have announced the defense industrial roadmap for cooperation on the defense production for future collaboration on code design and co-development of military hardware, as well as the key arrangement on space cooperation, officials said. The roadmap was part of the number of agreements between the two countries that were sealed during talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron in Jaipur on January 25. That will also bring some parity with the India-United States defense production plan finalized last year. The Hindu newspaper also states that ICJ ruling vindicated a US. South African President Ramaphosa after United Nations Court's decision in genocide case. The top United Nations Court decided not to throw out genocide charges against Israel for its military offensive in Gaza as a part of preliminary decision in the case. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa gestures at the ruling African National Congress Party's National Executive Committee meeting after the judgment of the International Court of Justice in The Hague on emergency measures against Israel following the accusations by South Africa that the Israeli military opening in Gaza is a state-led genocide in Johannesburg, South Africa on January 26, 2024. The newspaper also states that Yemen Houthi rebels fire a missile at a United States warship, escalating both Middle East sea conflict in decades. The attack on the United States warship, the destroyer USS Carney, marked a further escalation in the biggest confrontation at the sea United States Navy has seen in the Middle East in decades. Going to the Indian Express newspaper states that window to conclude India-United Kingdom free trade agreement by end of March closing fast, officials in a hurdle. The MCC will come into effect the day the Lok Sabha poll schedule is announced. Elections need to be held before June 16, when the term of the 17th Lok Sabha ends. The FTA with the United Kingdom would be India's first full-fledged deal with the Western country that will see deeper economic integration with a major global service sector leader. Indian Express also states that Supreme Court had hold a special sitting today after the Calcutta High Court judge accused fellow judge of acting for political party. Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud set up the bench comprising himself and the four most senior judges of the court, Justice Sanjay Khanna, B.R. Ghai, Suryakant, and Aniruddha Bose, after taking suo motu cognizance of the development on Friday. Justice Gangopadhyay had on Wednesday ordered a Central Bureau of Investigation probe into the alleged irregularities in the admissions of MBBS candidates in the state-run medical college and hospitals. Indian Express also states that chambers, carvings, decorations. ASI report on Gyanvapi Mosque describes the temple that was. Hindu litigants have claimed that the Gyanvapi Mosque was built on the site of the earlier Kashi Vishwanath temple after its destruction in the 17th century. According to the Archaeological Survey of India, a large Hindu temple existed at the site of Varanasi, where the Gyanvapi Mosque now stands. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that 5 Supreme Court judges to hold the SPL hearing today on row between two benches of Calcutta High Court. A special bench of 5 judges led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud will will hold the hearing at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. A notice issued by the Supreme Court indicated that the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, and the top court for senior most judges, Justice Sanjay Khanna, B.R. Gawai, Surya Kant, and Aniruddha Bose, will hold a special sitting on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. The suo moto case has been titled in re-orders of Calcutta High Court dated 24th of January 2024 and 25th of January 2024 and ancillary issues. The chain of events started on the Wednesday when the single bench of Justice Abhijit Gangopodhai ordered the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) to probe allegations leveled by petitioners Letitia Soran alleging issuance of fake certificates of reserve caste candidates and their use of admissions to the medical colleges. Hindustan Times also stated that Uttarakhand convenes assembly session from February 5 to discuss Uniform Civil Code. Dehradun, the Uttarakhand government has convened a session of Legislative Assembly from February 5 to discuss the implementation of the Uniform Civil Code in the state. People familiar with the matter said on the condition of anonymity. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami. Sometimes also states that Prime Minister Modi Macron discusses the tensions in Red Sea, Israel-Hamas conflict. French President Emmanuel Macron being received by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi upon his arrival to attend the 75th day Republic Day ceremony in the New Delhi. The discussion between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the French President Emmanuel Macron covered key developments in the region, including the Red Sea tensions, the situation in Gaza, and Russia-Ukraine conflict. Foreign Secretary Vinay Kwatra said on Friday. India is deeply concerned about the situation unfolding in the Red Sea and parts of the Arabian Sea as attacks by the Houthi rebels on commercial vessels in the region impact its economic interests. The discussion being between the Macron and Modi, some few points are helicopter satellites. That is, the two countries will jointly produce a multi-mission helicopter, and Tata Airbus helicopter will partner to produce the H-125 helicopter in India. The India government public sector undertaking New Space India Limited and French company Ariane Space will cooperate with the on satellite launches. Other key agreements were the activation of the 5-year validity of the Shikshan Viswas for Indian students pursuing their master's degree in France, defense space partnership, joint research in clean energy, healthcare cooperation and collaboration in the public administration. Fighter jets, French engine maker Safran to transfer 100% technology to build the fighter jet engines in the country. Going towards the economy of the country from the business budget point of view, Union Budget 2024 expectations from the TMT sector. The key demand from this sector as well as from the other capital-intensive sectors involved in the export of the services is to expand the scope of the provisions under GST to allow for refund of input tax credit paid on capital goods. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. United Nations trade body raises alarm over Red Sea shipping route crisis. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD, warned that the crisis is impacting global food prices with longer distances and higher freight rates, potentially cascading into the increased costs. The Suez Canal, a critical waterway connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, handled approximately 12 to 15% of the global trade in 2023. UNCTAD said, estimating that the trade volume going through the Suez Canal decreased by 42% over the last 2 months. From the aviation point of view, Airbus Tata to set up India's first private sector helicopter assembly line. This will be India's first helicopter final assembly line to be set up by private sector players. European aerospace major Airbus and the Tata Group will build a final assembly line FAL for helicopters in India to produce the aircraft manufacturer's best-selling H-125 civil chopper. The proposed helicopter manufacturing facility will be the second aircraft FAL to be established in India by Airbus and TASL. Went towards the world news, including fake online images of Taylor Swift alarm White House. Donald Trump ordered to pay writer E. Jean Corral $83.3 million will appeal verdict. In a huff, Trump walks out at lawyers closing at a defamation trial before jury begins deliberations, leaving diplomatic row behind. Maldives president wishes India on Republic Day. On Republic Day, Putin commends privileged strategic partnership between Russia and India. Netanyahu slams genocide case as outrageous, says Israel will continue to defend itself. Went towards the science and technology. Road ends for NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter due to the rotor damage. NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter was the first to prove that powered, controlled flight is possible on worlds other than the Earth, but it can no longer carry on it with its mission because of damage to its rotors. This is the view of NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter was generated using the data collected by the Mastercam satellite instrument aboard the agency's Perseverance Mars rover on August 2, 2023. James Webb Space Telescope takes a stunning image of stars being born. The James Webb Space Telescope captured this stunning image of a star-forming factory in deep space. The James Space Telescope took this stunning image of a star-forming nebula called N79, which is a region of ionized interstellar atomic hydrogen. Hubble finds water vapor on small exoplanet in a landmark discovery. Scientists have used the Hubble Space Telescope to discover the presence of water on a distant exoplanet. This makes GJ9827d the smallest exoplanet where we have discovered water. Astronomers used the Hubble Space Telescope to find the evidence of water vapor in the atmosphere of planet GJ927d. The artist's concept of the planet is GJ927d. At last, this is a famous quotation said by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, whose birth anniversary is 2nd October 1869, up to 30th of January 1948. Was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and a political ethicist who employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from the British rule. He inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. The honorific Mahatma from Sanskrit great soul venerable first applied to him in South Africa in the 1914 is now used throughout the world. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi says a famous quotation. He says that an ounce of practice is worth 1,000 words. He also says strength does not come from a physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Okay, thank you.